The Lion and the Rabbit. Deep in a forest, there lived a big and a strong lion. He loved hunting. Every day he would kill not one or two, but many animals. All the forest creatures were terrified. They were afraid that one day not a single animal would be left alive. They had to think of a plan to stop the cruel lion. What shall we do? We should go to the lion and talk to him about this. So, the frightened animals slowly marched towards the lion's den. The lion was surprised to see them. "Why you have all come here? What is the matter?" he roared. Trembling, the monkey said, "O king of the jungle, every day you hunt more animals than you need, and you don't eat all of them, do you? Now there are very few animals left in the jungle. Do you realize the danger in this?" "What danger?" growled the lion. "If this goes on, only you will be left in the jungle." "Oh Lord," the monkey said, "if we all die, who will you rule over? What will you eat? We don't want our king to die without food." "Of course not," said the lion. "I can never live without food." "Sir, we have a plan. You don't have to worry about food. Every day we shall send you an animal to eat. You won't have to hunt. We shall all live in peace." The lion became thoughtful. He said, "You are right. I agree with your plan. But if you fail to keep your promise, I'll kill all of you." The animals had no choice. They all agreed and went away. From that day, an animal was chosen and sent to the lion for his meal. After a few days, turn of a little rabbit. The rabbit was small but very clever. "I'm not a fool to let the lion eat me," he thought. "I must think of a plan to save my life. I can help the other animals too. I'll get rid of this wicked lion once and for all." For some time, the rabbit was deep in thought. Suddenly, he jumped up very excited. "I have a good plan. I hope it works out," he said. The rabbit walked slowly towards the lion's den. It was late afternoon when he finally reached there. By now, the lion was very hungry. He had not eaten anything that day. When he saw the tiny rabbit, he was filled with anger. "Which fool has dared to send you here?" he roared. "You are small in size and late too. You are not enough for me. After I have eaten you, I'll kill every single animal in the forest." The little rabbit bowed low and said, "Oh, great king, I have something to tell you. Don't be angry with the other animals. They knew I would be too small for you. So they sent 5 rabbits for your meal." "Then where are the 4? asked the lion. "On our way we met a big lion," said the rabbit. "He killed and ate up the 4 rabbits. Luckily, I ran away." When he heard this, the lion got angrier. Growling fiercely, he asked, "Another lion? Who is he? Where did you see him?" The rabbit shook with fright. He said, "Oh Lord, that lion is very big. He lives in a cave deep inside the ground. He wanted to kill me too, but I told him, 'Sir, you have eaten the rabbits which our king was supposed to eat. When he finds out, he will be very angry and kill you.' The other lion asked, "Who is your king?" I answered, "Our king is the biggest lion in the jungle." Hearing this, he got very angry. He roared, "Fool! There is only one king in this jungle, and I am that king. You must listen to me. Bring this lion here at once. I'll show him who the real king is." "My lord," the rabbit bowed, "he has ordered me to fetch you." When he heard this, the lion turned red with anger. "Where does this fool live? Take me to him at once. I will kill him and crush every bone in his body," he shouted. "Yes, my lord, "Follow me," said the rabbit as he hopped away. He took the lion to a deep well. "Sir, the other lion lives in a cave inside the ground. Be careful, he might attack you," warned the rabbit. He saw his own face in the water and roared loudly. He thought it was the other lion. At once, he jumped into the well to kill him. He fell deep into the water and drowned. At last, the wicked lion was dead. When the other animal heard the news, "What a clever and a brave rabbit he is," they all said. "He is our little hero." Hence, the story teaches us that look at the mind instead of face.